Jack Pudney comes from a large blended family, 8 kids all up, plus mum and dad. This is a story about how individualised funding and a little lateral thinking can make all the difference. Everyday life in the Pudney household is busy to say the least. And since their son Jack was born with a rare syndrome, Joanne and Mike have had to be more creative than most at making it all work.
My biggest thing is I want to create heaven here on earth for our family, for me, for my husband, and for all our children. And really, for me, there's no such thing as disability, it's just resources. Every problem can be overcome. Every issue, every difficulty, there is a way through it. And that's what I've been. I just looked at situations and I think, there's an answer here. Jack's a very social little boy, and people tend to back off him a little bit, and that's one of our motivations for getting a puppy for him, that he is a people attraction. So people come and talk with him and relate with him, which he just absolutely adores. So it serves as a social purpose as well as a companion for Jack.
Jack's condition was inherited from the combination of genes from both Joanne and Mike.
We had prenatal testing and we were assured it was a normal, healthy little boy. And Jack came out, and I know on his hospital notes, which had FLK on it. And I said a couple of days later to the nurse, what's FLK mean? And she said, oh, funny looking kid. And it was quite a shock really, because our first little boy, he wasn't funny looking to us, but he did. He looked like a Shar-Pei puppy.
Big hug.
We went for genetic screening and it came back as Smith-Lemie-Opitz, which is quite a profound intellectual development syndrome. And then we decided that we would fight for him.
Given that genetically there was a high chance they would conceive another child with the same condition, the couple had to make some decisions about their future family.
We had another child and we had testing and they were aware of this, and it came off as a Smith-Lemie-Opitz baby. So we decided to terminate against all our philosophies, values, culture or whatever. And so that our 3 children are through egg donors.
The family receives support through the Manawinui in Charge pilot scheme. This involves individualised funding, which does away with many of the restrictions they experienced before.
Individualised funding first started as a pilot scheme probably about 2 years ago now. We were one of the first to put our hands up and think, well, we'll trial it. And individualised funding is that the personal care hours, it's translated in dollar terms, $20 an hour, gets transferred to your own bank account. And you administer that bank account to support needs for the disabled person. And my philosophy is that the whole family needs to be supported. And we have got quite creative in how the money is used. We do have somebody to come in and take him swimming and look after him, but I believe the wider the support network and the people who know Jack, the better our lives are going to be. So we have high school students possibly coming in, neighbours coming in, we've got a niece boarding down in the barn with us, and so they're all becoming and learning about Jack. And so when we want to go off for the evening or want to go and do someone, we've got a network of experienced people who are able to carry on the routines.
Part of Jack's weekly routine involves him attending the Patricia Avenue Special School.
We went to the zoo. Yay! We saw a tiger.
Well, Jack's got a big personality and he's got his definite likes and dislikes, and a lot of the cartoon characters, especially Thomas, are favourites. So we can get lots of learning happening using things that we know that Jack will like.
Here comes the bus.
The school has really embraced Jack's love for technology and incorporates it into his curriculum wherever possible.
Here comes the bus.
Good try.
Jack's family's very involved in his education. They're really proactive. They're quite creative actually, and innovative in their thoughts and the things that they like to do for Jack. They're really focused on preparing Jack in the long term for life and fitting into society.
So that Jack could develop his mobility skills, Joanne approached the Hulberg Trust, who donated a trike, which the school are helping him learn to ride.
You strap on here.
And as if she hasn't got enough to do, Joanne makes time to help other families involved with the individual funding scheme.
I love it. I'm passionate about it. From having needs assessments done on me, I'm now an assessor who goes into families and assesses their children and their household needs. I guess I want to be able to inspire families, to give them hope. People can be empowered to actually change, because there's some very sad situations around, and to me, I don't think it's necessary. There isn't an answer.
Joanne's ongoing resourcefulness means that not only does she come up with new ways to overcome problems, but she also makes things happen.
Well, Jack loves water, and we wanted to give him free access to water without flooding the house. So when we got the bathroom designed, we had some valves put in here so that we can actually switch off the hot water, and we can limit the flow of the cold water to just a trickle. So Jack can come in here and switch on the water, and he can play with the water to his heart's content. This is called a Big Mac. We got it for Jack to be his voice, so he could participate in morning talk. You press it and tell me what you did.
I came to school today and had the most wonderful day. It's very exciting.
The screen here is a solution to Jack's dribbles and to firing things in the video players and tutuing with the switches. This is a magnetic placemat to try and help with Jack's swishing the food off the table. This is actually stuck onto the... There's always a solution, and so I guess that's what we don't stop till we find a solution. As a family, we're determined to have a good life, and we want our children to have the best lives and look back and think, God, our childhood was great. And for Jack to be happy, because he deserves happiness. And I just think that there's a way forward. You can't actually ever look down. You've got to keep looking to happiness. And that's what we aim to have, to be optimistic and to have a good life for all of us.